Hey everybody, welcome back to the Building Castle series on my survival world here. And today, well, let's say what we did the last episode. In the last video, can we land? No. We built up this gigantic tower, this little castle, church, and I also time-lapsed this little area over here. Just generally a lot of great progress in the last video. Anyways, today we are going to be tackling the castle throne room. The big old structure here, the biggest one in the castle. I'm super excited. It's really going to make walking in here feel awesome. But first guys, let's get to planning this, and just for the sake of demonstration here, we're going to section this off into like two separate buildings. And you'll see why once we actually build it. But yeah, first I like to develop or see how we can... But the first thing I like to do when planning it out is figure out how high we're going to make it. Because height is really important when you're building a castle. So yeah, we're going to figure this out. I don't know if I want to go like insanely high like the tower, but I definitely want to go taller than that because... well, I mean, it's a big castle feast hall. Wait, feast hall, I meant throne room. And there's also going to be an upstairs, which will probably have like the royal bedroom and, I don't know, castle stuff. I think this is a pretty good height. I think this will work. And then we're going to have our roof going up. And just, you know, I've really had a good time to think about how exactly we can make this more interesting. Instead of just it being a big old box with a circle on the end. And yeah, we gotta figure out ways to make it more interesting than that. And the first thing I want to do actually is come over here with some red terracotta. I was thinking like, you know, this area looks a little too open. I want to section this whole hallway right here off. I want to section it off. And we're going to do that by just making this little curved type. We don't really have like curved things in this castle, so I think if we had something like this, it'll be really interesting. And it's just something really simple like this that's going to curve right into each of these things, the feast hall and the throne room. And you know what, let's actually put this back one more. Now guys, let's think what we can do to make this whole box interesting. And my first idea was adding like these towers on each corner of where the roof line starts on here, and we're going to do that. I saw like an image and I thought it was an interesting idea, and I want to try it out. It may look really derpy, but it also might look really cool. So to plan this thing out, it's like really tiny tower. Like we're talking something like this, maybe even a 3x3 box. It's something so tiny that it's barely even noticeable. No, I think it needs to be a little bit bigger, but it's just this little tiny spike thing. And you know what? I actually like that. I think it's just a box without any purpose. We'll figure that out. That's my plan. Woo. really bad. Okay. Yeah, it'll look better when we build it. Okay, now let's get interesting. And we are going to be building like a tower similar to this. You know, not as tall, but you know what there's a lack of in this castle? Big square type towers. I don't really have any of those, or like rectangles, but you know, there's just a lack of it. So we're going to add one here. I think it's a perfect spot because, well, this feast hall doesn't... I keep calling it a feast hall. This is the throne room. It doesn't really have any towers connected to it. And I'm thinking a big tower like this, it's going to serve an important purpose as hold on, you know, I want to make this a little bit more out here. There we go. It'll serve as a purpose to make a stairwell going up. Well, you know, there'll be a door here, and there's got to be a stairway getting up to the next level of this feast hall. So that's exactly what this is going to do. And now, yes, I am realizing more and more that this a little useless looking. So let's fix that. Let's actually make this a little bit thicker. I think it could be cool if we made it a little bit thicker. Oh my gosh, my shoulders are getting in the way. Okay, this is much better. I think this gives a little more purpose here. Oh, and you know, now that I'm building this, oh, this would be perfect. We can make some sort of gate right here. And this can be like training grounds for the guards of this place. That's pretty awesome. Convenience. Okay, that's very convenient. Okay, well guys, we got ourselves a little bit of a plan. And you kind of got to remember that all this is trapped inside my head, and you'll only see it when it's built, and you're gonna trust that it's gonna look great. So you know what, let me go ahead and fill in this wall here. I think once we get one wall in, it'll be a lot easier to build the others. And, well, I hope we'll have a better idea of what we're doing here. Okay, well, I'm falling. Take two. Okay, well, look at this wall. We have our wall in, and, you know, this actually kind of does help me. I was a little unsure on this wall. It's kind of complicated around here. You know, we got buildings over here, and, yeah, you know, that actually looks really, really cool, that gradient from the stone to andesite to diorite to cobble. What do you guys think? I think that looks pretty cool. Anyways, you know what doesn't look very cool? That dumb line right there. And I actually have a fix for that. So if we come back over here, which also, by the way, looks pretty cool. I had this little balcony thing. I don't know, just think it's going to help out because that top part is going to be the bedroom area, I guess, for the royal people. And, well, you can see there's this like weird little thing, indent, I guess. And I thought what we could do is we could actually put in like a mini tower right connected onto this wall. And that would really help this place out because there's like no windows here. It's just a big old stone face. And I think that'll help break it up. So we're probably going to add some sort of tower there. Maybe we'll build it out of like white diorite. Will definitely be a little bit tricky to add in, but this will be blocked on the inside because double thick walls. I gotta tell you guys, double thick walls are where it's at. They are so good, so useful. Oh yeah, and we're separating this area with like with a spruce thing, because then you're gonna walk down. There's the throne. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Anyways, what I think needs to happen now is putting up this wall right here, and then we'll work on that front entrance later. That's a little more complex. And also, I'm gonna work out something with this tower here. Yeah, it's a little tight fit. We'll see how it goes. Alright guys, our next wall is up, and our other tower here. Not gonna lie, this wall looks pretty darn cool. I really like it. Anyways, there is a new thing also back here. Remember, I was going to make this the place where the throne sits. And I think we got ourselves some nice pillars. And guys, I think it's actually time for our roof here. And, you know, I've been thinking about this roof, and I actually have a cool idea for it. Though, it might be not good. It might be not good. We'll have to find out. It's definitely a stretch, I'd say. But basically what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be having one roof right here that's the triangle's going to go up this way, and then we're also going to have a roof that goes the other way on this feast. I keep calling it a feast hall. This is the throne room. Oh my gosh. Basically it's going to be two roofs just going different directions, so it's really not that complex, but it might be a little bit weird looking. And the reason I'm doing this is because this is just such a large roof. Like, look at this big old massive rectangle area here. We got a lot of space to cover, so I want to do something a little bit interesting and different. Yeah, just so it doesn't feel all the same. Oh yeah, and look at that, guys. It actually comes out to be an even number, which is awfully convenient. Appreciate that, game. I love it when things just work out so nicely. And now, of course, we're going to be placing in our prismarine. Oh, you know what? Maybe we actually switch up the roof and do something different than prismarine. I know we have a lot of it. What if we actually chose a different blue block, maybe some dark prismarine? I know we have some down there, and then prismarine on this roof. Oh, dang. Okay, I'm gonna experiment around with some of these colors. I don't know. I really can't decide. Because on one end, it's nice to have a theme, you know, one roof type in this castle, but on the other end, it's kind of nice to mix it up and, well, have some variation in these roofs. Yeah, since I can't decide, I think I'm just going to go ahead and do all these roofs in prismarine, and, well, maybe at the end I'll switch out some of them for a different type of block. I don't know, I really have zero dark prismarine, so it's probably not that smart to build with it right now. Okay, how about that? That is pretty cool. I think I like this roof. I think we're gonna stick with it. It's cool, and then we're going to have the other face right here. Yeah, as you can see, it's a very, very plain wall. But once again, guys, I talked about this in my last video, but basically, when you have a castle, a big build like this, you gotta think of all the shapes are gonna look great combined. Like, this is just one wall. Okay, it's a wall, but once we add in this building behind me, and once we add in those towers, or that tower over there, and once we add in windows and things like that, it's actually going to look really, really cool. Right, so anyways, guys, I think it's time we hit up a time lapse because we need to fill in this roof, and we got a little bit of more wall action to fill up over here, and right at this front entrance. We'll work on the door after that, hopefully, but yeah, let's get to work. Let's hop into a time lapse, and well, get most of the grind work ready to go. Okay guys, well, we have quite the amount of progress done on this feast hall. Not a feast hall, castle throne room, yeah. Messing up my words, as per usual. But yeah, we got lots of wall work done, and... Oh. Okay. That was not calculated. Anyways, we still have a lot of work to do here, though. But as I was saying, we still have a lot of work to do here. Clearly, clearly there's some stuff up there that needs to be fixed up, but we have these walls we need to do, but I want to actually build up a little fireplace here. You know, we got such a large room. I feel like they gotta have some sort of warmth, right? You know, guys, this fireplace will actually also serve the purpose of giving warmth to the upstairs area, which is, well, going to be the royal bedroom area, so this actually works out very, very nicely. And I'm going to go up with, you know, just some basic blocks, maybe some terracotta here, and granite and polished granite, and I think this will differentiate from the stone, which is definitely needed. Okay, let's actually take a step back and see how this is looking. Okay. I mean, you know, it's looking a little chunk, you know, a little weird on the bottom. Maybe it needs a little more chunk on the bottom. But that's actually not too bad. Yeah, this needs to go up a little higher, but this fireplace, definitely a good commodity here. Yeah, you know what? I'm happy with that fireplace for now. I think we need to start work on this tower. I mean, this is just a sore sight, right? Oh my goodness, that is just not right. So let's build this tower. And as with all these things, we're gonna have to figure out its height. I definitely think it's gonna come up to about that area, like right around there. You know, I don't want it to be like as tall as that, but you know, I definitely want it to be tall. So right up to here, I think is a pretty good height. Yeah, it's definitely not too like imposing like this tower. Definitely want that to be the main focal point, but you know, it's sizable. It's sizable. I'm thinking this is going to be like, you know, you walk out here on the, or you can walk up here on the tower, and this is like a nice vantage point of all the castle. Just so the royal people of this castle can, you know, see down, see what's going on. I don't know. That's my idea with this. Might I just add, guys, walking into here. Oh my goodness. There's so much stuff to look at. I am loving this castle project. It is so huge, so awesome, and so resource consuming. Oh my gosh. Man, you know, guys, more and more as I'm building this, I'm kind of realizing that I need feather falling boots. I've kind of just put them off to the side for the longest time, as well as a looting sword. Look at this. It doesn't have looting, and these don't have feather falling. My goodness. Yeah, I just really need to lock down and do that at some point. Yep, and the pillars are in. Hey, buddy. Hey, that's not very nice. Yeah, constantly I'm having creepers fall on my face. Anyways, pillars are in, and well, now it's time to fill in the walls. And you know what, guys? I'm just gonna go ahead. It's been a common theme this episode. I'm like, alright, let's go fill the walls in. Yeah, I'm gonna fill in the walls everywhere around here. Look at this. You see this? You see this? And there's that. And there's this. And apparently that too. And that. Wow, there's a lot of walls that needs to be filled. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm tired of like telling you guys, hey, let's go fill in the walls. If you can't tell by the excitement in my voice, I'm very excited about how this castle is turning out. Okay, anyways, wall building. Alright guys, our walls are finally done with this feast. Oh my gosh, I swear I'm not doing this on, I'm not doing this on purpose. I mess up so many times. This is a throne room. Yeah, okay, I've finished the walls on our throne room. And I think it's looking really, really cool. Now, there is still a problem here. It's still kind of a mob farm, and I've done my best to light it up in places, but it's not going so well. But, yeah, guys, what do you think of this, light gray concrete wall? I think it's different. I think it mixed it up from what we were normally having, and it was kind of much needed. So now, guys, it's time to start getting all the details on this throne room. Yes, throne room. Now that we got this big stone structure, so I'm thinking we start out by planning out this interior because it's such a large thing, and I don't want to have windows intersecting on both floors. So let's see what we can do here. Basically, for starters, I want to have some big old wooden beams on this andesite level, and then our floor is actually going to start right there. But that is because then we can have like guards stationed on this top area. And also, if you've you know, played games with throne rooms like this or seen movies, it's also where assassinations happen. Yeah, not so friendly, but yeah, that's what happens. Are you kidding me? See, this is what I'm talking about. It's an unintentional mob farm, and it's ruining my builds. This has already happened so many times. Gosh, I'm just trying to build some... Yeah, there we go. Now you can see that I think that's working out for us nicely. We'll have a little area up here where we can have some storage, and this is where the guards will be stationed right across here, and they can watch over and make sure nothing too dangerous is going on there. Now, just to section things off from the darkness area, we're going to build the roof here, and I wanted to use dark oak, just because it's a nice and clean block, and, I don't know, I want this top area to be feeling like it's, you know, dark. This whole top part is going to be dark, specifically because, you know, as I mentioned, if you've seen in, like, the movies, they have assassins maybe come up on this and kill the guards before they go kill the king. I don't know, whatever reason it might be. Yeah, we're not really making any major story in this area. Oh yeah, and flying out of here, I need to go get some more darkwood, but that is looking so cool. Oh man, I love that. I love that view there. That is just, this castle, I'm so happy with it, if you guys couldn't tell. Okay, our floor is done. Now we just have to pop out of here and, well, make sure it's looking good. Okay, can't do that. Yeah, there we go. That's actually looking pretty cool. I like this. I like this. And in here, yep. Working out just fine for us. Okay, well now it is time we can actually start to add some details around here. Some windows, some bushes, some whatever. We're gonna do the interior on a later date. I might do it on like a live stream or something. By the way, twitch.tv/ash_298. You can drop me a follow. Link in the description. Yep, there we go. So I think our first windows are going to be made of purple. Purple is just a nice block, and if you don't know, the window colors I'm using in this castle are purple and light blue. They're just my favorite colors, so yeah, that's why. There's no real particular reason. Anyways, that is pretty cool. Maybe we raised... Oh, I meant to raise that one up one block. And obviously we want some windows on the throne area, just so we can have some light around this area. I think that's perfect. And, you know, actually, that's kind of all the windows we really need in this area. I just want a couple there, couple here. You know, you want the king over here, king or queen or whoever's sitting here, to stand out. The rest of the light coming in from this room is going to be from these two windows and this fireplace. I think that just works out nicely. Besides this area, the rest of the light coming from this room is, well, going to be from like little candles and lanterns and the fireplace. And so the windows right by the fireplace work out just nicely. Oh hey, and if you guys remember, I did have this little like curved building thing idea over here. I decided I didn't like it. I just thought it felt a little out of place. I mean, it was a good idea, but this tower kind of acts as the separation between these two areas, not the curved building, whatever I was thinking. And also, this whole area, I need like a blacksmith in here for the castle, so that's kind of why I decided on not having it. Yes, but I think before we end off this episode, we need to hit up one more time lapse. We got a couple unfinished ends around here that I just want to polish up, and they'll be a lot easier to show throughout a time lapse. So let's go ahead and hit one more time lapse before we finish this one off. Alright guys, I think we have this throne room to a point where I can say it's pretty good, maybe not complete, well definitely not complete, but it's looking pretty darn awesome. I'm super happy with how it's turned out. This tower definitely helped out the roof line, making it look a lot more interesting. And along with these windows, they just help out with a little bit of extra color in the dark prismarine. And overall, this face of the castle is looking pretty darn fantastic. My goodness, I'm so happy with it. And I hope you guys are just as happy with it as I am, because I'm going to have to end this episode here. Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed. I spent a lot of time on this, like probably way too much, but let me tell you guys, I've got a little bit of organizing to do, and I'd say we got, I don't know, 3, maybe 4 episodes to go. Actually, maybe 5 episodes to go, because I've got a couple other things I want to do that are not out of the castle, or that are not in the castle, but are related to the castle itself. So, with that guys, I hope you have enjoyed today's video. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.